Hello, everybody who's watching the VOD video, and then hello to anybody who somehow gets here right within the 4-second window that it takes between me clicking go live and it actually going live on YouTube.
And hello, everyone else who's watching.
Yes, I'm joined by Bird for the first time in a few streams. It's been a little minute.
It's nice to be here.
We're gonna play Smash.
And that doesn't mean we're gonna have sex.
No. This is a remix of the first... Have you ever played Smash on the N64 before?
The oldest Smash I played was on the GameCube.
So then no. The oldest one that you played the second one, which is Super Smash Brothers Melee. So all of this is news to you, basically. You don't even understand which characters were or were not in this game originally.
Well, I mean, isn't it olds to me?
I guess so.
Wow, that voice is strange. Okay, move. Let's see, is that special move? Is this special move? Is this regular? What's special? No. Okay, this is my special. Okay, is there a special? Oh shit.
Wait 1 second. Let me make sure this is public. Oh, it is public.
Wow, Marth kind of sucks in this game. Unless I'm
Marth was
missing
not
something.
in this game originally, so...
Oh, so this is a poor port of Marth.
This is a port of Marth back to N64, yes. Marth made his first appearance in Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube, which was the first one that you played. And we're really slow getting viewers to this stream today. I'm wondering if it's because of the fact that I released an Eureka 7 video not too long beforehand, and if a lot of my audience is busy watching that and not aware of a stream going on. Maybe not the best timing on my part, but honestly, I just wanted to start streaming for the sake of leading into Vito's stream later, because Vito, who is one of the co-hosts of The Biggest Problem in the Universe, which has been one of my favorite podcasts for a very, very long time, ever since it was in a previous forum with different hosts, namely Maddox and Dick Masterson, who is still the other co-host on the show. But yeah, Vito does a stream every Monday night called the Monday Night Grift at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So I'm planning to guest on that, as I have done. I'm concerned about the fact that not one single person has said a single thing in this live chat so far. It's freaking me out. I've never done a stream where nobody has said anything for so long. I'm tripping. We've got 11 viewers. No one has said a word.
Is there anybody out there?
Please, say something. Can you hear us? Are we there?
That'd be funny.
Are we
if they
real?
couldn't hear us.
I mean, every indication says that they could. Hold on. Let me go check this out. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone when things like this happen. So, I see my tweet. I see that it's been retweeted. I go to the YouTube. It says 12 watching now. I see the chat. It's empty. I stare at it and I think,
oh, there we go.
oh my god.
Try live chat instead of
Powerful
chat.
Samuel says no. Thank you. Well, I'm on live chat on the other window. So finally, I have confirmation that we are alive and someone's there, even if it was just their denial of the desire to say anything. At least they said something. Brendan says hi, Trixie. And Exodia88 says I'm finishing my CS homework in the background. Well, at least I know you're all alive. There's this, I was reminded of this old My Little Pony fan game called The Story of the Blanks, where you play as Apple Bloom and you go to this village where fucking nobody has faces, and spooky horror game. felt like I was in the blanks. It suddenly come to my attention that I'm losing.
Yes. I wonder how that could have happened.
Probably poor play.
Definitely not me killing you while you weren't paying attention.
No, no. Okay, well. Well, for those of you who are here, letting you know that if you super chat $5 or more, you can request me to rant about anything you want, or Bird, if you want Bird to rant.
I guess you could. It won't be as good as Trixie's rants.
Maybe it will. Depends on the subject.
I guess it does
matter.
depend on the subject.
Bird knows a lot about food. He knows a lot about work. He knows a lot about travel and camping.
I do know a lot about those things.
So, you know, if anybody had any kind of rant related to any of that, you'd be more suited. Okay, so I'm going to go over for you what is and is not a part of Super Smash Brothers. No.
Okay.
So there was Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Captain Falcon, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff. I believe Jigglypuff and Captain Falcon were both secret characters.
And there aren't specials?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would assume it was the C stick, so probably the other stick.
Well, I just mean like there wasn't like a special
like...
ball, you know?
Oh no, that didn't happen until Brawl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fairly new. So only this.
So Kirby's still broken, right?
Yes, Kirby was actually he was broken all the way from this game. But yeah, this Central 10 are the only ones who were in the original. Now, in Super Smash Bros. Melee, you could play as Luigi, Dr. Mario, Kid Link, Ness, Ganondorf, Falco. I think that's and Marth. They are all in. Oh, and also Mewtwo was a secret character
Sonic.
in that one. And then in Brawl, they introduced Sonic, Lucas.
Tell me, does life exist beyond it?
I want to say that Smash 4 has Dark Samus and Wario. And I don't know if Giga Bowser was ever playable in another game.
Polly Falcon.
Wolf, I think, is in Brawl.
Look at
I don't believe Conker has ever been a character in a Smash game. So, but I think basically the thought here was that they wanted to include any character from a future game that could have existed in 1999 in Smash. Although there's I don't know if these are random or if these are secret characters. I would assume one of them is Mr. Game & Watch, and that the other is probably like Rob or something. Because those characters both could have existed in this game as well. But otherwise, it seems like I'm really curious what the hell Conker plays like, because he was just not a Smash character before in any game that I know of.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Look at Polly Kirby.
Oh boy, what the fuck is wrong with him? That's a Kirby? Alright, let's do this shit. So, and then there's also extra stages, so I'm not sure. Some of these are from Melee and Brawl, and they're like simplified from their original form.
That looks fun.
Yeah, let's play on this desk. I remember this music.
Whoa, I'm so.
Oh, I've got a chainsaw.
What are the moves?
So if you press A, you punch, right?
Yeah, that's the
regular. If you press down an A, or up an A, or to the side an A, it'll do something different. X is the, like...
But when I press X, I just run, I think. Wait, it just doesn't do anything.
That's just one of your attacks. Try pressing a button and that at the same time, or a direction and that at the same time. A direction and X. Hold on, let's make sure your controller's configured correctly real quick.
It was working with Marth.
It was like you were able to do... Maybe it's because you're not a right Kirby. Maybe you're just like a fucked up creature.
Well, this isn't fun.
Let's fucking
I was just gonna kill myself.
LRAB. Hold on.
Good luck finding that out. I can just kill myself 4 times.
I figured it out.
Whoa, good job.
I pressed all the buttons.
I pressed all the buttons.
Volume is too low to hear any talking.
I think it's...
No, that's not possible.
Oh. Well,
Hello?
excuse me. Why is it not possible that the game...
Because I had it turned way the hell down.
Oh, well. I'm being told it's really loud.
That the game is really loud?
Yeah. Compared to our voice.
Well, fuck it. Let's nuke the game audio completely.
Okay.
Can you hear us now? Do we sound okay?
Don't yell into the mic.
Nobody said anything for a long time.
Let's play a next
Gary always
rant.
says I can already hear you. Well,
Let's play a character that works.
if it's less than perfect, you should always say something.
Alright, I'm not gonna try Kirby, because I've been burned. I guess... Why not? Yeah.
Apologies for our apparently inaudibleness for the last 10 or however long. Yeah, 10 minutes or so. We were really wondering why so for the first 5 minutes nobody was saying anything in the chat, and we were really fucking confused because it felt like we were in a ghost town. And then I had to ask people to start talking basically, and they're like, "Yeah, we're here." I was like, "Well, what's going on? It seems like only a few people can actually hear what's being said." So yeah, it probably really depends on what device you're listening on. But I have done many streams with fucked up audio that I only found out afterwards how bad it was, and I was like, I can't believe that nobody said anything. Because I won't tolerate it. If I'm watching a live stream and I don't like the audio, I will say something in chat. Especially if I like the creator. Oh god. Conquer is pretty fun.
Mewtwo's clunky, but doable. Oh god, what the fuck?
I think he might be based on Mr. Game & Watch or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell exactly what. I guess he might just have an original moveset.
Well, he was a character in the other one, right?
Conquer?
Sorry. Oh, you're talking about Conquer is
Yeah.
Mr. Game & Watch. I see.
Yes, no, Mewtwo plays like Samus.
I was just gonna say Mewtwo's a character in
Yeah,
Melee.
yeah.
I
But
get
he
it,
was-
you have a
he was
chainsaw.
basically a
Jesus
Samus
Christ,
clone.
stop it.
This is hilarious.
It's not. Can you stop?
Is there not a way for you to escape
No,
this?
I'm
Try using
pressing
the block
all of
button.
the buttons.
That's crazy. I have relented. Hey, Kira Lou with $5. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Please rant about how hard it is to gain traction on social medias and how putting in effort doesn't feel worth it sometimes. Honestly, I'm just going to ask, what is the point of having traction on social media? Because I don't actually think it's that difficult to gain traction. I can tell you how to do it. But I do want to know what you think the benefit is exactly. I guess you really have to know what your goals are with social media, because you don't make money by having a Twitter. You can use your Twitter as a platform to help you in various other things, and it can be powerful. And honestly, Twitter is mostly for making connections and getting to know other internet people who you're gonna meet and who you plan to meet in person. But if you want to make connections and stuff on social media, you just need to respond to people. You just gotta be somebody who's like, you know, who's visible to the people that you're trying to be visible to, and you know, whatever you're trying to do with them, make your intentions clear. But yeah, like, I don't know, like if we're talking about YouTube specifically, you know, my incentive to try to grow on YouTube is obviously that I make more money if my channel's bigger. I need a certain amount to sustain a living and to be able to accomplish things that I want to do with my life. So, like, you know, growing on YouTube is difficult because of all the bullshit that I deal with Content ID, and like just all the bizarre, like, undercurrent rules of the system that are so hard to follow. And like, if it weren't for all that, I don't think it would be that difficult to grow a YouTube channel. Like, I think it's pretty predictable what people gravitate towards, like, you know, how to make good on trends and stuff like that. But yeah, like, if when it comes to YouTube, it's just a matter of, like, talk about stuff that's relevant in a way that people want to hear about. You know, be charismatic. People will want to see your stuff. But, like, any social media, it's like, I mean, if you want to grow, you just have to take the most sociopathic approach to it that you possibly can. Like, literally go out with the intention of copying everything that everyone's doing that works. You know, like, in your attempt to copy it, you will make it your own to whatever extent you are capable of. You know, that might be to no extent. But I'm just saying, if you don't copy what works, then you're not gonna see success. And so, like, I think everybody's always convincing themselves that, like, you know, that there's some other way. Like, oh, I'm gonna find my own path because that's what other successful people have done. It's like, none of them did that. You know, they just. How do you keep throwing yourself off the cliff like that?
I'm Sonic.
I'm Sonic.
I'm Sonic.
Hey, it's the Kirby. It's the Kirby 64 music. I love this music. I just want to belly flop you. Can't even figure out how I did the belly flop earlier. Oh, there we go. It's a down smash. Oh god, I've got fucking terrible allergies, so shit keeps coming out of my eyes, and I'm like, I can't even see, much less try to play. This is not the state to be playing a fighting game in, that's for sure.
What's wrong with playing a fighting game in Virginia?
Have I thought about playing this game with viewers through Parsec? I have not, and I don't know what that is. But mostly I was just specifically interested in showing this game to Bird. Although, funnily enough, he has never played the original Super Smash Bros. For the 64, and thus had no idea what characters are actually fake in this game.
Wario wins.
But yeah, I mean, just to finish off what I was saying about growing yourself on social media, I really do think a lot of it is about knowing what you're trying to do. Why do you fucking stop that?
Sorry, I just can't advance the screen.
It's really just about knowing your goals. That's a piano. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I need to be looking into all the different variants of these characters, I guess. Let's see what the variants for Dark Samus are.
There aren't any.
Oh, that's, well. Okay, so it lets me know while I'm hovering over them. So you got Metal Mario. What is the difference between is it
One's
Israeli?
Japanese. That's the EU.
Oh, why? What's the
Jesus.
fucking difference? What is the difference between them?
Between what?
Look at the two.
Think between these two things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Drawing slight difference.
It looks like he might
One's
be
a little
taller. It's really fucking hard to tell if there's actually a meaningful difference there. Same goes here with Samus. I don't really see it. Maybe it's like how many frames they move at or something. Supersonic.
That's who I was just playing.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to be that then.
There's Pikachu's. There's Jigglypuff's too. Purin? What's Purin?
Purin.
Purin.
Oh, maybe it's just the name that changes or something. No, nothing changed with Pikachu.
Weird. What about up for Fox? No, go to Fox. I guess they're all the same on some of them. This is weird. Maybe they have different moves?
Whatever, I like Ganondorf.
This is a strange game.
You're a
Oh,
piano.
right. I forgot.
Do you think this music just automatically plays if you pick the piano?
I hope so. This is so funny.
It's a piano cover of Kirby's Gourmet Race.
Why would you do this to me? I'm just a nice piano. Hello.
Whoa.
I'm just a piano. Why are you gonna... Stop.
Cool that I've got a spear. I don't think I had a spear in any of the other games.
Ah! Ah! I'm not what the hell? Why do I keep facing away from you when I use that? What the fuck?
Piano seems like a difficult character to play.
Hang on. Okay, I want to... Okay, attack me when I have my mouth open like this. Okay. That's not very good. What else can I... Okay, I can throw a book at you. I can throw a book a little further. Whoa. That's fun. I like that.
Oh, alright. Piano's starting to look like a threat now. This is the most ludicrous fucking match I've ever had in Super Smash Brothers in my whole fucking life. This is Ganondorf frustratedly fighting a piano in the middle of an open field as Kirby's Gourmet Race dramatically plays in the background. I'm loving it. I've got to say, it took me a minute to really warm up to this experience, but Gary Always at $2. Arigato gozaimasu says, next time play Totsugeki 64 because Anime Girl. I've never heard of that, but I will investigate it. Totsugeki. I assume it's another fighting game.
Can you play as a piano?
Truly, this is a one-of-a-kind experience. Not even Tekken has a piano. The fucking music really keeps cracking me up, too. It's the most dramatic version of this song I've ever heard. It doesn't help that I am apparently just a tank, so I can take infinite damage from this leaping piano. God damn it. Spoke too soon.
Oh no.
Oh, you're talking about the Mario 64 where you play as May. That's what we were just watching the what's it called? Donkey video about that. I fucking suck at Mario 64, so I would just get really frustrated playing that is the reason that I looked at that and I went, oh, that's cute, but Mario 64 is not a game that I enjoy very much. You know, I like 2D precision platformers, and I like 3D action platformers, but I've never quite gelled with the 3D precision platformers, which is how I'd characterize the Mario 3D games, you know? Fucking Jesus Christ. The piano beatdown is real. It is truly fucking real. Anon Emus with $5. Tomorigato gozaimasu. Rant about how Bell is still terrible. Oh, Bird, you're here now to talk about
It's not
Bell.
Great. I was really trying to enjoy it.
You watched it with me, and you fucking hated it. All right, I'm going to give a little bit of game audio back. Hopefully
that
that's not
piano
too
was
much.
crazy.
Let me know if the game audio overwhelms us or anything, because I literally had eliminated it entirely, and I just realized that you guys therefore couldn't hear how fucking hilarious the music was in that stage that I was talking about. I was geeking the whole time about music you can't even hear. Let me know if this is too loud. If it is, I'll turn it down more or whatever. I guess probably negative.
Let's play the next
That was
round so I can
visibly
play
audible.
as a piano again.
All right, yeah, we need the piano. We need more piano action so everybody can learn the legend that I gypped you all out of by turning the music too far down. Hopefully you can hear us though. I can't fucking
piano.
tell.
Look, I'm golden now.
Hold on, I can just listen to the audio of the stream myself right now. Hold on, just
I can hear us.
I can't tell if they can hear the game audio though.
That's fine.
Substantially. I'll turn it up a little more. It can't be that invasive.
Video
Okay.
game.
Ooh, let's be Giga Bowser. This might even the tides out.
What do you mean? You won.
Oh, did I? I don't even remember that. Final Destination?
Sure.
Oh my god. This is preposterous.
Hey, that's not very nice.
It's not playing the sad piano version of the Kirby song, though. Maybe that was actually just unique to that level and had nothing to do with you being the piano. Or maybe Final Destination music supersedes all other rules.
Oh, no. Fuck. This move is harder to do here.
Oh. I'm trying to figure out if there's a taunt. How do I taunt? The fucking face on Giga Bowser. Giga Bowser was only invented in Super Smash Bros. Melee, so it's pretty fun to see him demade with this amazing face.
Stop.
One more notch up on the game volume. Okay. How's that? I thought this was about where I had it at the start, so maybe the game audio wasn't the problem and it was just that I didn't have the mic loud enough. I've got the mic, like, as loud as I would ever have it, basically.
What? Stop.
The problem I'm having here is that I'm so distracted that you keep telling me stop and then I just stop. And I'm like, wait a minute. That won't help me. Anyway, you got to rant about Bell and why it's...
I don't like it. It was bad.
Yeah, but rant about it. What was wrong with it?
It was too long. The plot didn't really go anywhere. It was poorly written. I don't know. I just kind of forgot about it at this point. Okay, so let me... girl in countryside is lonely, used to sing with her mom who passed away, and can't sing or has a hard time singing now. And so she joins Sword Art Online and also Summer Wars. So she joins, and as soon as she joins in, she just breaks out into a music video, and wow, everyone loves her. Well, actually, that's not true. She breaks into a music video, and everyone around is like booing her and being like, "Oh, you're such a show off. What are you doing?" Anyway, and then she gets like a follower and then another follower, and then when she wakes up the next day, she has all of the followers. And she goes to school and everyone's talking about Belle and oh my god, who could Belle be? And oh my gosh, Belle is so cool. And then we go to a Belle concert. There's also a lot of like teenage melodrama going on under this. Like our main character, um, a boy holds her hand while trying to get her attention or something. I think they're trying to date. It's confusing. There is a Belle concert in this big, like, sphere dome thing. I would call it a dome, but it's like an actual, like, globe, but it's a concert venue. So they close off the dome, and Belle performs a concert with a bunch of, like, lights and stuff, and she has a really big dress. And then someone breaks into the dome, and it's the Beast, or the Dragon. And he's just like a weird looking avatar dude with a bunch of scars. He fights a bunch of people. He fights these guys that are supposed to be like the cops, I guess. They're not really cops. They say they're not cops, but they're basically cops.
Hannah Montana, the anime? Asks Crownless King.
No. Hannah Montana's a good show.
I do have to apologize for all the gross noises that we will be making because we both have horrible seasonal allergies and we've been trying to clear our sinuses between all the bong hits and the spicy food that we ate. It's not working. It's just like a constant pollen distribution. Hit me last. Everybody I knew had already gone through this in the last couple weeks. Oh boy.
Alright, so where were we? The Beast comes in, he fights all the weird superhero people. The leader of the superhero people has this gem thing that shows your origin, which is basically a fancy way of saying it will show who you are in real life. He shoots it a bunch at the Beast or the Dragon. He misses, and the Beast beats the shit out of a bunch of different people and leaves. Belle, for some reason, is intrigued by the Beast and hears that he lives in a castle and goes through a bunch of different levels of like meta internet. Do you remember this sequence? The sequence where she's seeking out the castle and she's just like
I hate
it's not really explained.
I hate when they do physical travel through digital world without explaining what it
as best
means.
as I can understand, what happened was Belle, in the first level of reality, the very base level of, or not even reality, but rather the base level of the internet, or whatever, the U, I think they call it. No, the AS? Fuck, I don't remember. In the internet, they're in the base level. Belle interacts with an AI, which takes her to another level of it, which takes her, then she interacts with an AI there, takes her to another level of it, she interacts with an AI there, another level of it, and it's a whole montage. She goes through all of this, and it's a very strange montage. The visuals want to look really good, is the best way I can put it.
There are sequences that look amazing. There's that one part like where it does the super fantasy visuals that you're talking about, where she's like going through the internet and she goes to this really cool fantasy location that I was like, oh, I'd love to watch a whole movie that looks like that, you know. But like, there's bits and pieces of Belle that look really, really good, but a lot of it is sort of deliberately a visual clusterfuck of all these different mediums and stuff that, you know, it's not that they don't gel. It's just that, like, independently, not a lot of the designs are that interesting. Particularly the villain looks like shit. The whole villain team looks like
it is
shit.
strange. But so she finds the castle. She talks to the Beast, or she hangs out there for a while. The Beast like ignores her, and she kind of talks to this weird little angel thing that saved her in the past, or saved her when she first came and everyone was being mean to her. What
Your rant
else?
is taking too long. I don't care.
Yeah, sorry.
Anymore. We need more rant requests. I'm afraid that people won't super chat a new rant request if we're still answering the previous.
Oh, right. The
request.
dumbest part, though. They do the whole Beauty and the Beast dancing scene for no reason. They are like flying through space. It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's a strange movie. I wouldn't watch it again.
I'm going to watch it again because I need to understand it before I rip it apart. Like, so on my last stream, I was kind of expressing that, like, I had really hated the movie, but because of the fact that I can see that, like, lots of people, there are people who really like it. I've even seen people who said it's, like, their favorite movie, period. So, like, I don't want to watch it or I don't want to talk about it without understanding what makes it good to those people, even if I disagree with it. There was one commenter who was taking that to mean, like, I was trying to make a more consensus viewpoint video, but that's not my intention. Like, I don't... All of my videos are about my opinion on the show, but I think my opinion is more interesting if I understand everyone else's opinion, because it allows me to communicate with those people better. You know, like, it's one thing if I can convince people who already think the movie sucks of, like, you know, give them a convincing argument that they could go forward with for, like, you know, explaining it to other people. But if that argument wouldn't actually be compelling to somebody who likes the movie, then, you know, it might offer you catharsis, but it won't offer you understanding, you know, from those other people. I think that's important. So I want there to be, like, a reciprocal understanding between me and the people who like the movie about why I don't like the movie, if that makes sense. Skull Madness, I would rant about that if you send a $5 plus super chat, as that is the way you get rant requests on this stream. Anonymous with $5 says rant fuel. I assume.
Oh, for the.
That's more take
for the
more
Bell?
to put in the take for you to rant about Belmore.
Okay, so.
Thank you, for that.
Okay, so we're doing the Beauty and the Beast thing.
Now you're forcing you to remember the rest of this movie, because it was around this point where we were, like, really, really tired of it, and, like, oh god, I can't fucking take it.
This was where we kicked the movie up to 4 times speed, and the pacing started to make sense. Anyway, so they're dancing around. He has all these bruises, which are on his avatar's cape. But everyone calls them bruises, and so it's really, really confusing, because I had no idea that those were the bruises until new ones showed up. Long story short, the bruises are coming from an abusive father, because the Beast is a 14-year-old. I forgot to mention, the Beast is kind of serving the function of the evil rabbit in Summer Wars, of just, like, running around kicking everyone's ass and not being cool about it.
The rabbit was not evil.
The rabbit wasn't evil?
No, he's just a cool guy.
Doesn't he become evil?
I think the villain, like, copies him. Like, it like, drains his avatar or something and uses it. It's like...
Huh.
Because he was, like, initially, like, a celebrity for being just, like, a badass fighter. And everybody loved him. But then the bad guy, he, like, fights the bad guy, and then his avatar gets, like, infected or something like that.
Yeah. But anyway, then the bad guy is the rabbit.
Something like that.
For a while.
That.
Anyway, so the Beast is just, like, beating everyone up and not being cool about it. Anyway, so...
You mean like me right now?
Well, I don't care. I'm trying to remember a movie that I didn't really care that much about.
You're doing a better job than I could, which is why I encourage you to do it. Like, you summarized the first part of the movie better than I remembered it. Because I just remember, like, vague images of, like, everybody thrusting the microphones in front of her at the karaoke and her being unable to sing.
Oh, right.
Being like,
the main character has a like choir group of varying ages of women.
Oh yeah, the old ladies where she's like
they're not all old.
Underneath the fucking xylophones while they're in the middle of choir singing, and they're like, "You got to come out of there."
And she's like, "I'm okay with being a cricket."
Maybe there's people who act like her.
But okay, so they do the Beauty and the Beast dance.
I never met her.
They do the Beauty and the Beast dance. She leaves the castle after finding out that he has a secret and that he isn't going to share. She leaves the castle and gets interrogated by the boss of the superhero justice people with the show who you really are, Ray.
Yeah, they have a doxing gun. That's just a thing that exists. Yeah. That probably is the thing that pissed me off the most in the whole movie, and where I kind of checked
and
out.
Every time,
like, what? Why is this a thing?
Every time they show it too, it's like behind him, all the sponsors behind it show up. So it's like, this is why he has it, is because he's sponsored by all of these people. So they do that little interrogation scene. I believe the Beast just breaks her out of it. And I don't remember. I think she logs off to do real life stuff. She goes to school, and she's coming out of school, and she hears news that the superhero justice people are burning down the Beast's castle because they found the castle. And so they're burning down the castle to try and get the Beast out. Belle goes into like a secret chamber that one of the AIs show her, and she... What do you want from me?
Your controller.
Oh.
I'm gonna change your character.
And she goes up there. She like tries to get the Beast out of the castle. The Beast takes on all the superhero justice people, and I don't remember how they get away from that, but they get away from that. So they get away from that. Then...
What in the fuck is this stage?
So, I had forgotten to mention a character. Belle has a friend who is, like, super into the internet, but her avatar is not like a human being. It's still a human being, but it's like a chibi-shaped human being that kind of floats around, and she functions as Belle's, like, talent agent, I guess. So, Belle and her talent agent do a search through all of the streams on the internet for a song, I think, that only her and the Beast could possibly know. And they find a stream that only one person is watching. I guess it would be them. And it's just a little boy in a white button-up shirt, and he's listening to Belle sing the song. And then his dad comes in and is about to start beating him, but his brother, who wears a black shirt, comes in and throws himself in front of his little brother, and as he is being hit in real life, more bruises are showing up on the Beast's cape in the game, and so they realize, oh, this 14-year-old kid is the Beast, and we need to save him. And here is the final act of the movie. It's like the last 15 minutes. Like, the last 15 minutes becomes, we have to save this kid from an abusive household. These kids from an abusive household. And it was really just kind of, like, I guess that was the point all along. So, I'll wrap up the summary, which is basically they find out where the... I forgot about it. I forgot how silly the ending is.
Before you get to the ending, first, yes, Bird is talking about Belle. First, I'm going to separately... I'll let you get back to that rant since Anonymous paid so much for it. But Mr. Time gave us a £5 or £4.50 and said, would you ever consider doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke? I'd super chat for a nickname. I would consider it. Have you ever done a Nuzlocke? Or are you familiar with the concept?
I know what you can only... I don't know the rules. I'm aware of a Nuzlocke.
The basic rule is that you can only catch one Pokemon per area that you enter, and it has to be the first Pokemon you encounter in that area. So, like, if you don't capture the first Pokemon you encounter, you're fucked. And as soon as that Pokemon loses in a battle,
you can't use it anymore.
Yes, you have to release it. So, yeah, it's just permadeath. It makes the game a lot harder. Now, granted, through watching Monkey Jones do Nuzlocks, I have learned that they aren't hard. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to be good at Pokemon. I'm not very good at Pokemon. and I'm not that interested in doing that kind of deep tier challenge, which is mostly like knowledge and grinding driven. Like, it's just really time intensive, and it takes a lot of work and effort to get, you know, any kind of distance in. I like playing Pokemon in the style of I try to catch every Pokemon. So,
You would really like Arceus for that, because that is actually the point of that game, more
Yeah.
than any of them at all.
oh, then maybe the first one. I really do think that the first game and its remake, you know, the first remake, I should say, Fire Red and Leaf Green, are like really, really well designed around catching all of the Pokemon. And then it rapidly became about lots of other things, I think, because they realized that not a lot of kids actually did that, you know? I certainly didn't as a kid. I caught, like, probably less than 10 Pokemon on my first go-through.
Really? That's not a lot.
I just used the starter the whole time, pretty much. So, like, to me, it was just so easy to win every battle. I never felt like I needed other Pokemon, you know?
I see. But yeah, Nuzlocke, I would try it. Before you get to that, let me finish the spell thing, because I can finish it really quickly.
Okay.
So, they figure out where the kid lives, they save the kid, or the kids, and there's like some kind of 48-hour time limit they add. I don't remember why. But they get there, they find the kids, they meet the kids outside of their house, and they're like, "Are you really Belle?" And they hug, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, it really is Belle." And then the dad comes out, and he's like, oh, right, they posted a video of the dad abusing the kids on the internet, and so he's really mad. And so the dad comes out and says, are you the one who posted that video? And he, like, starts to threaten to beat his kids, but Belle throws, I think her name is Suzu, throws herself in front of the kids and, like, hugs them, and then the man, like, scratches her face, and it's not that bad of a scratch, but it just looks weird. Like, it's a weirdly animated scratch. And it's bleeding. And so she stands up and is like, she's standing up, kind of T-posing, basically, but, like, throwing herself in front of them. And the man, like, cocks his hand back like he's about to punch her, but Suzu, like, stares him down. She's not gonna take no shit from this man, which is cool, you know, whatever. Good for her that she can do that. I didn't understand it. You know, maybe he just realized, I don't want to hit a teenage girl that's not my kid. I can hit my kids. Maybe that was his thinking. It was a really strange movie. My big takeaway from the whole movie is there are a lot of really interesting themes that the movie is exploring. I just think the writing could have been done a lot better. Like, I could see how you could take everything you would put into the movie Belle, except for the script, and like even the themes, you know, just the general concept, you know, two kids meet and one of them is being abused. Like, I don't care so much about the whole abuse thing. I think it's a cute thing. It's fun. It's a good message. It's just it comes so out of nowhere, which I guess, you know, it's kind of silly to say that because the Beast is there the whole movie. He is, like, the abused kid is there the whole movie, but it just doesn't, it's like actually 30 minutes of the film, and the whole let's save him in the last 15 minutes just comes out of nowhere, and it doesn't make sense. It's a real clusterfuck of a film, and I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yes, so, just letting everybody know, we're gonna be live streaming this stream for about maybe more than 20 more minutes, because Vito is going to start streaming at 9 with the Monday Night Grift. And I want to be on that, but he's also going to be talking about Amber Heard at first. I don't know fucking anything about that shit. So I might show up a little bit tastefully late, you know, unless you guys are really interested in jumping over there, and then I'll lead the charge. But I'm hoping to lead this stream over to Vito's stream, and then when he's done streaming, come back. And come right back over here. So, you know, because at some point Bird's gonna have to go to bed. So I don't know if you're planning to go to bed at 9, or if you want to jump into the Monday Night Grift as well.
No, I'm okay.
But you are actually going to have to help me with this rant, because I'm Your Deity gave us Canadian $10 and said, Rant about the Amazing Atheist. He was the first YouTuber to make long-form content I enjoyed. In 2011, he used to answer YouTube comment questions in hour-long ranty vlogs. Very comfy for young me.
He was one of the first
cool.
YouTubers I got into. I think he's a really fun guy. I don't really keep up with much of what he does now, but I liked Deep Fat Fried when it started. I still think it's a good show. I've caught a couple of the more recent episodes. I just don't watch any of his stuff religiously anymore. He's really funny. Paul's really funny. Scotty's really funny. Yeah.
If I had to credit a reason, like, cosmically that you and I know each other, it's because of The Amazing Atheist.
What? That's strange.
Well, The Amazing Atheist was your discovery that got you into The Drunken Peasants, right?
Sure. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's.
You wouldn't have watched that show if not for being a fan of The Amazing Atheists, right?
Yeah.
And then The Drunken Peasants is how you found out about the Dick Show, right?
Yeah.
And so and why was that? Was he just from his
Dick Masters? So the Drunken Peasants had Dick Masterson on one week and then Maddox on the week after. And they had to refund like almost all of the super chats because Maddox wouldn't let them be read.
Yes, because he had a banned word list, which Ben I think ended up reading at one of the road rages.
Yeah. Portland, I believe.
So you'd never heard of Maddox or Dick until they both showed up on The Drunken Peasants.
Yeah. And then I listened to The Biggest Problem. It was fun. I liked The Biggest Problem.
I've been on The Drunken Peasants.
You have?
Yes.
Huh.
It was post TJ, though. He had already left.
Ah, I see. Well, so it was post TJ, Scotty, and Paul.
Yeah.
The original cast.
It's just Ben and
Ben and Billy.
Billy.
Billy's great. Ben's cool.
And it was me and another guest were on there, and I had a pretty good time. I like Billy the Fridge a whole lot. I like his raps. I would definitely hang out with that dude any day of the week. Ben is fine.
His dog is really cool.
I never watched The Amazing Atheist. I've never really been into like that type of political content, mostly just because I come from a black-pilled family.
He made a couple. So I think if I were to show you some Amazing Atheist videos that you would enjoy, he made a couple videos in a series called like kicked out of or banned from like Walmart, Subway, GameStop, stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's just him telling the most ridiculous, outlandish story that of course did not actually happen. But it's just a little comedy skit.
Crazy, weird, wacky, fun stories of how he could have gotten kicked out of. That is very Maddoxian, actually. It reminds me of the Onion article of him donkey kicking an onion into a girl's mouth at the grocery store.
I could be wrong.
I do think
when Dick went on The Drunken Peasants, TJ was kind of on Maddox's side about it. I could be wrong. I don't remember entirely. It was a long time ago. But I think TJ was kind of like, well, what? This doesn't make any sense on either side, type of takeaway. But yeah, I'll be Falco.
Well, we've got like 15, 20 more minutes of this live stream. So if anybody has anything they want us to rant about, $5 or more of a super chat, and we will rant about any subject of your choice, me or Bird. So far, you've been the one with the real rant guns tonight.
I don't think that was a good rant. Do you?
Which one, on Bell or TJ?
On the Bell thing. It was a lot of ums and ahs. And...
I mean, you had to work your way through remembering the movie, but quite frankly, I couldn't. So I tried to rant about Bell yesterday, and I did end up basically giving like a 3-minute just like rant of spattering of complaints somewhere in the middle of the video. You can find the time codes now thanks to TrueFox1. Who time-coded yesterday's stream, but yeah, I ranted about Bell a bit. There were people in the chat who liked it, people in the chat who hated it, but we didn't really end up in a like robust discussion of the movie, and I just couldn't remember it well enough to like bring up specific shit like you did. But I'm gonna watch it again. I know you have no intention of doing anything like that. I'm regretting picking Ness against Falco right now. This is not a matchup I would have wanted to entertain. Oh my god.
That only works on energy.
Do I not have PK Cross? I guess not. Is this a modded version? Yes. This
No.
is Smash Remix, hence stream title. It's the N64 game with a bunch of characters ported in from later games and also Conquer. But limited to what characters could have been in Smash Bros. Like if they had thought to put them in at the time. So, for instance, the only Fire Emblem character is Marth, as Marth was the only one that existed yet when the first Smash game came out. The funny thing about Fire Emblem with Smash is that, like, you know, the first time that they appeared in it, it was Marth and Roy, and the idea is, like, Marth was from the first Fire Emblem, Roy was from the latest Fire Emblem, and so they've really kept up this sort of tradition of, like, oh yeah, just put whoever's from the latest Fire Emblem in there, and then we end up with, like, this massive amount of
Robin's
Fire Emblem
great.
characters.
Robin's my favorite one.
At least Robin is not a just generic sword user like most of them. It is a weird sin that they haven't put an axe user in yet. They put like 4 sword users and no axe users for some reason. Dark Samus. That's true. Dark Samus wouldn't have existed, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, Dark Samus wouldn't have come out till Metroid Prime 2, I don't think. At least the version that's in this game. That is weird now that you mention it. Why Dark Samus there? Maybe that wasn't the rule that they were going with. Or maybe Dark Samus existed in comics beforehand. Because that could make sense. I don't know Nintendo lore that deep. I don't want to keep this fight going. I hate this. I hate playing as Nest against Falco. Just getting my ass kicked.
No contest. 11 minutes.
We got 11 minutes till Vito starts his stream, and I might jump over and do that instead. Though I might show up fashionably late, so I don't have to talk too much about Amber Heard. But you know, if you got anything you'd like us to rant about before we go, drop a $5 super chat. We'll rant about it right now.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ooh,
Light
I can play
Samus.
White Dark Samus.
Bum, 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 bum.
Also, if you don't have a rant request, but you just want to hear your name get read, just send a super chat anyway. And I'll be like, hey, it's that name with that amount of money. Big ups. Mad props. Domo arigato gozaimasu. I don't want to make everybody feel like they have to be challenged to be creative just to donate to the stream, you know.
I forgot. Lucas sucks. I guess.
Bam! That was satisfying. Damn, I whiffed. I keep constantly forgetting that they didn't add side B as a move until Melee. And so they haven't incorporated it into this game. But I really like side B with a lot of characters. I think that's probably the biggest reason I struggle to go back to the N64 game. Even this version, which is pretty fantastic, I must say. Really fun mod. Definitely reinvigorated my interest in the game. Enough to be playing it right now on a live stream in front of all of you. As we do. When you're in the crew of the Yig Stew, do you know what we do? Do. My dudes reviewed your new sound and said that it's poo-poo. I do on whatever you fools do. My crew do voodoo. Make weird shit start happening to you. Get you freaked out. Thinking you're tweaking like you need a new plug. Ugly cute like a pug. Sweep shit under the rug. You gonna know what I like and you gonna know what I love. Daughter of the sun since 1991. I'm at the fun. Cause the world is boring where I'm not. It's just so boring where I'm not. Because of what you do. You do.
Dang. Rude.
Very satisfying. Oof. Existential. Oh. Existential dread, but spelled really hilarious. With $5. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thoughts on the Evangelion Rebuild movies? I agreed with your take on not being interested in any or 3.0, 1.0 at first, but I now love 1.0 and 2.0. I don't know if you know this, but I have actually made a 30-minute video deep dive analyzing the Evangelion Rebuild movies called Anime Alphabet. E is for Evangelion parts 1.0 plus 2.0 plus 3.0. Actually, it's 1.11 plus 2.22 plus 3.33 plus 3.0 plus 1.0. Ending and Ending is the title I gave the video. So I recommend checking that out if you want to know my full thoughts on all the movies. But basically, I think that it is Eva for people who don't like Eva. Bird was able to watch the entire film quadrilogy, having not really enjoyed the anime that much.
Eva's bad.
What did you think of the Rebuild movies? Not
They're
liking the show.
Good. I like them.
What was your favorite part?
The part where he touched grass.
That is kind of the fourth
got a
movie.
girlfriend.
Is about touching grass, which is great. Yeah, it did feel like it was just trying to make the themes a lot more clear and just like be more of a direct statement to the audience about the intentions of the story, which in a way is less appealing to me as somebody who appreciates the old show more on an aesthetic level for like the fact that it is so fucking schizo as opposed to being more direct. And granted, those movies still have lots of fucking batshit nuts stuff in it that's kind of hard to parse on the first viewing as well. I don't know. I like them as a separate entity from Eva. Like, to me, the fact that like it doesn't hurt the original show for the rebuilds to exist. I think they make sense as a sequel. I think and even as an ending, like it's a lot better than say the Fooly Cooly sequels in terms of making sense as a reason to bring this goddamn IP back to life all these years later.
Oh, and that was the other thing too that was nice is the rebuilds don't invalidate the first one.
Right.
They actually take the time to go, no, this is the third or fourth time we've been around this fun little loop.
Yeah,
Gendo,
exactly.
Gendo,
Right.
Gendo.
So it's not even like supposed to imply that this is like that we've seen the entire Ava story. It's more like there was a whole lot more to this, and we've barely scratched the surface of it, but we know enough to know like what the whole thing is about, why the cycle is going to some extent. That was kind of my biggest question that I was still left with at the end of the movies, was like, yeah, but okay, but why, but I guess you're not supposed to know that.
So I think what we're supposed to assume is that whatever cosmic hand was at play had failed whatever it was trying to do the first couple times.
Yeah.
And I guess getting Shinji, and I forget what her name is, Mary?
Yeah, Machinami Mary Illustrious.
Yeah. Getting them to the real world was it, I guess. Yeah. It's fun.
Whitfield 1999 with $10 says, rant about Street Fighter Third Strike, or if you haven't played it, then your favorite fighting games. I believe I've played Third Strike. That's the 3D one, right? It's like Street Fighter 3, except it's so different that they called it Third Strike instead of 3. I enjoyed it. I like playing as Sakura. Generally in Street Fighter, I tend to main Cammy in any of the games that she's in. But I remember specifically being good with Sakura in that one. I don't know if Cammy's in that game. I've only played it a little bit. My friends used to be really, really, really big Street Fighter nerds, but, we got in with, 4 and 5. So, there was, well, I shouldn't say we all got in with that. One of my friends have been playing those games since the 90s, but, none of us were ever, diehard retro Street Fighter players. It was more, up to date. So I've played Third Strike only once or twice. I thought it was okay. I think I would prefer other similar games. I'm a big Soul Calibur fan, so if I'm gonna play a 3D on 2D or whatever, 3D characters on a 2D plane fighting game, I would prefer to play Soul Calibur. So that dives, getting into my favorite fighting games again. Soul Calibur 2, in particular, is what I'm pretty good at. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax is one of my favorites. Nobody plays it, but that's fine. Guilty Gear, particularly the Guilty Gear X2, Reload, any of the X2 games, I guess. And Xrd. I haven't really played Revelator yet, or not. Is that the new one? No, what's the new one? I haven't played the fourth game yet. Trying to think of other fighting games I like. I mean, obviously Super Smash Bros. I've probably played more Smash Melee than I've played of any other video game, just because of the fact that it's such a common game. It's something that so many people are willing to play still to this day. And not only was it a big deal when I was a kid, but it became a big deal again later on when I was in my early 20s amid my friends. I feel like I might be missing something. I main Slayer in Guilty Gear. I main Kirino in Dengeki Bunko. I main Keelik in Soul Calibur 2. I feel like I'm trying to think of another main, Samus in this. Those are my most important mains in fighting games, probably. I'm talking about Street Fighter Alpha. Are you sure? I think I'm talking about Third Strike. Let me look it up. Oh. Okay. Well, this is not... Yeah, you're right. This isn't even the fucking game I was talking about. Okay, I've never played this one. I've never played Street Fighter Third Strike, then. Sorry. Sorry about being so catastrophically wrong and talking about... Yeah, EX Slayer, you're right. That is what I was thinking of. Yeah, not Alpha. X Slayer. Okay. Bird sounds like he's passing out. I'm going to go jump in on Vito's stream in a minute. So, if anybody wants to keep watching me live stream, head over to Vito's channel, Vito. I'm going to jump in on the Monday Night Grift. And then I might come back and stream some more after that, because he only tends to go for like hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. Peace out, y'all.